UDX 483 South Carolina standing by.
UDX 483,
520, 520. How about it, man? It's been a long time, but I hear you in my receive, my friend.
South Carolina, we hear you, man. Hey, Roger that. That's Virginia State. Yeah, QSY. You're coming from 3x5, 3x5. There's a lot of bigger stations in there.
Ted, I can hear you, man. I got about 3 other stations coming back to me too. Man, it's good to hear you though.
That kind of faded into a couple of people in there, but anyway, that Virginia's flowing, kind of good.
Hey Ted, can you go to 380, 380? We go.
380. Okay, let's wind it up and get something done here.
Roger, Roger. How are you?
Well, I'm doing great. I just followed you down. Up here around Connecticut. Go ahead with your contact. I guess you're trying to get somebody to come back one night. Still there?
Yeah, Ted, I got you in there. Connecticut came in there too.
I'll stand by. Hey, Steve. Yeah, sorry. I'm just on this old Cobra 2000. Yeah, it's so I kind of close it a little bit.
Hey, nice, doing a good job. I got you 5.7, got good audio, man. Just yeah, I had everything disconnected. We're supposed to have some bad weather coming in tomorrow, and I came out here and I couldn't help but plug in the coax, and I heard a check-in going on down on 36. So I said, well, I want to check in. I don't know what I'm checking into, but I want to check in, and it was Hudson Valley, New York, and I ended up talking to a guy that I've been talking to in the chat for about 3 or 4 years now, and I just barely got him, but I got him and went back in the house, and I opened the door, and I could hear the radio out here just chattering, so I had to come out again.
Right on, Steve, right on. Yeah, I saw you in one of his latest videos. Swap meet there.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, it's the Low Country Mud Duck break. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty fun. Motor Junkie got him a nice little 200 watt amp for a little bit of nothing. Had I seen it, I'd have bought it, but I didn't see it. It was apparently under a radio, but I did look at a little 2-pill. It wasn't little. It was a 2-pill X-Force bass amp that I would have liked to have gotten, but I didn't take enough money with me, and I kind of strategically did that so that I wouldn't spend the money. I wanted something a little bit bigger, but you know.
Yeah, Roger on that, yeah. I gotta do that to myself too. I gotta limit myself to how much I bring there, so otherwise I get out of control sometimes.
Yeah, Roger, I had just a little bit over 500 that I can put into the radios. You know, I only put radio money into radios, so anything I've sold that I picked up along the way, and doing the silent keys, getting the antennas and stuff from the hams. You know, I don't do hams, so I let go of the antennas, and I put that into my stuff. So I only took half of the money I had with me. That was $250, and he wanted 300. So I said, well, if you'll take $250, I'll take it home. Otherwise, you know, I guess you will.
Roger on that. Well, that's all right. Maybe next time.
Yeah, Roger. I'm picking on somebody on eBay right now. They got a 4-pill out there for 400, but you know, I told them, you know, I find it hard to put out $400 on something that you know, all you can tell me is it looks nice. You can't tell me that it works or anything else, you know. And hell, at this point, I can't even prove it's a 4-pill. I can see a box with a fan. That's what I can see.
Yeah,
Definitely, definitely. But yeah, conditions are changing. I'm still on the V58, sitting at about 22 feet. So you must be on the beam.
Yeah, I'm on the beam, and you're hitting me about 8 S units there, Steve.
Yeah, that beam's doing us both some justice. I got you 5.7, 5.7. Good audio on that 2000, man. It's working good.
Bring it on. Yeah, I just started up a little video here, so I'll post that on my YouTube there, and you can hear what you sound like. You sound really awesome, as always. But yeah, it's so good to hear you again. I'm glad conditions are kind of changing around that way, and maybe we'll be able to make contact quite a bit again.
Yeah, Roger, you've come up to 5.8, and right there before you unkeyed, you hit 5.9, so it's picking up. Yeah, I think Nick is thinks that I got it out for him or whatever. He very rarely speaks to me anymore. I think he actually unsubscribed, but if I can't hear him, I can't talk to him.
Oh, really? Oh, that doesn't sound like him at all. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, you never know, right? It's like conditions, you can't always hear everyone. That's the way it goes, right?
Yeah. But, like I said, I haven't had the beam up since, September last year. So, yeah, I think I got everything to where I can put it up now, and I should be able to leave it up until a hurricane comes in, and then put it back up, because I won't be taking it apart. I'll just be laying it over. So, yeah, I think I've got everything where I can make it right this time.
Roger on that, yeah. Yeah, I didn't have really any conditions your way anyway. So, bunch of ones. It's been only like California, Texas, and over that way, kind of West Coast. But yeah, it seems like things are kind of switching around here a little bit, which they kind of normally do, I think, for the summer and that, so.
Yeah, Roger, I get California, Oregon, Washington State, and then I get Europe. I actually got my first Russian. I got Russia about a month and a half, might have been 2 months now, but I got Russia. I got South Africa, Brazil, a few other good ones, but yeah, I would say Russia is probably my favorite at this point. That's one that I never expected to get, and I did get Alaska. I finally got Alaska. Yeah, it was kind of neat. I'm sitting there listening, and I heard 5-0. I said, I've never talked to that before. I'm gonna go for it. And he heard me, and we talked, and then I realized, wow, I'm talking to freaking Russia. And yeah, it turned out to be a real good contact. Got a QSL out of it, EQSL, but. Hey man, I'm perfectly good with getting electronic QSL out of Russia,
Yeah, Roger on that. That's cool. That's a really cool contact. Yeah. Maybe one day I can make that same trip there. Yeah, I've yet to do that. So anyway, it'd be cool.
But yeah, I've had the camera running since we started, so yeah, I'll put you out there here in just a little while if I can. I uploaded one earlier, no problem. The second one I went to upload, something happened and it wouldn't upload, so I'm gonna have to try to redo it. But But yeah, I've got this, so I'll put it out there later on. Like I said, I don't know that I'll get it up tonight, but I'll definitely get it up, and it'll go under the SSB, and it'll go under UDX contacts if you ever look at the club contacts, if you ever look at the playlist on my channel.
Okay, yeah, I'll check that out, and yeah, I'll put this video up there too, and you're sounding awesome as always. What are you on tonight? What radio?
Still using the Quad 5 Plus and the Delta M2 microphone. Still running old Dirty Girl. Did I have the Dirty Girl last time I talked to you?
No, sir, I don't think so.
Yeah, Dirty Girl is a Texas Star called an MC250. Looking at videos, I can't confirm it, but looking at videos, it seems to be the consensus that this may have been the first 2-pill version that Texas Star produced. It's got two 2470s, I think it is, pills in it. It averages about 180 watts. I call her Old Dirty Girl because I got it off of eBay, and when I got her, she was filthy, nasty, dirty. Had adhesive all over the top, and she was just terrible. On the inside, the trace was, the positive trace was pulled completely off of the board and broken. So I ended up stripping about a 2-inch section of power wire, and I tinned it the whole way, and then I soldered one end to one side of the trace and then the back end to the other side of the trace to basically build the trace back with wire, and cleaned it up. And man, she's like Old Dirty Girl, man. She puts out well. She likes doing it, you know. So yeah, she's Old Dirty Girl.
Roger on that. Well, yeah, it's definitely working. Yeah, you're coming in here really nice. Yeah, nicest I've heard you in a while, obviously. But yeah, we're running. I'm just running a Texas Star 350 here, doing about yeah, a little better than 200, something like that. So, and then the Cobra 2000 and the D104 Silver Eagle. So yeah, that's what we're running here. And then the little 2-element cubicle quad beam, of course.
Roger. Well, it's doing a good job for you for sure. Yeah, I like the DX 350. Is that the HDV high drive with the dial-a-watt?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I picked this one up at Hamfest a couple of years ago, I guess it was. The guy had it there, and he had $100 on it, and I said to him, you know, it hadn't sold all day, and I was just on my way out. I said, well, I'd give you 80 for it, and I said, does it work? He said, oh yeah, it works, and he would take the $80. So I had my doubts that it worked, but anyway, I brought it home and plugged it in, and it worked perfectly, and I've been running it for you know, the past 2 years now, something like that. So yeah, it did work for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome. Those are nice little boxes, man. They'll you know, you can drive them. It's a high drive, so you can drive the crap out of it, and yeah, as long as you don't run it wide open, you know, wide open for a long time, shoot, it should last. But this thing, yeah, I ended up getting it for like $60, but yeah, like I said, it did not work when I got it. But and it ain't pretty. It ain't pretty at all. It's actually the label on it from the factory on the front is purple.
Oh, really? Well, that must be pretty rare. I've never seen a purple one. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, this 350 isn't real pretty either. It's got a broken cover over the meter and stuff, but anyway, it works well, and obviously yours is working real well too after you put some work into it. So yeah, you're sounding good, sounding fantastic as you always do.
Well, I appreciate it. I really do. Yeah, it's amazing. I don't know. It seems like I'm getting a few really good contacts here lately, and they're nice, good QSYs. I talked with a guy, UDX 3030 out of Arizona, last week before last. Hey, we talked for like 45 minutes. Of course, and I don't remember if we went off channel or not, but yeah, we talked for like 45 minutes. No issues at all. And somebody was saying, man, I'm lucky to get 2 minutes, but it seems like when I get a good contact, it's a good contact.
Yeah, Roger. What did you say you're on the Mako V58, right?
That's right, Mako V58, and the base is about 22 feet.
Roger. Well, those are excellent antennas. Yeah, I got them over here locally, and he is one of those things, and just a fantastic antenna. And they're built well, and they work really well too.
Yeah, Roger. I've got the one I call the Mako Gain V5002. That's my CLR 2 mast, bolted to what was left of a V5000. And when I had it up last time, I had an SWR issue. I'm not sure whether it was in the coax or whether it was in the antenna. But if I can't get it to tune before I put it up, I'm gonna put the V58 up on top of the tower, and I'm gonna give Mako a call before I do it, because if the other antenna ain't gonna work for me, I'm gonna talk to Mako and see whether they would do it or not, but put the second ground plane kit onto it and have 8 radios rather than the 4. That should increase the receive tremendously.
Yeah, Roger on that. So maybe you can clear this up for me, Steve. Someone told me before that the V58 and the V5000 are the same antenna, just the matching or the wire or something at the bottom is different. I don't know if there was any truth to that or not.
Well, if you were to look at them side by side, the only way you would be able to tell the difference is by the plastic insulator between the outer tube and the mast. On the V58 it's black, I believe, and on the V5000 it's white, or vice versa. Yeah, it's just a difference in the color of the plastic. Now, is there actually any difference in the base section of the mast? Is it any thicker or anything? I don't know. As far as the ring and all that, it's all identical. Like I said, the only way you can tell the difference between the two is one has a white nylon insulator between the coupler and the mast, and the other one has a black one.
Okay, right on. Well, thanks for clearing that up for me. Yeah, it's nice to hear from someone that has them both, and you kind of know, right? So, yeah, I've just been going on what different people have told me. So, yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, if I end up going with the ground plane from the other antenna, it's really super simple. The ground plane on it is a ring that has 4 fingers on it, and it has a bolt that you tighten down. It's a lock bolt that just locks it to the base, so it slips on and off, and all it has to do is clock it properly and tighten down the bolt, and it'd be on there. Just that simple.
Roger on that. Yeah, man, I like those Mako antennas. Even my buddy said, he's got the V58 as well, and he said it's awesome because you ever need a part, you just call up Mako and they'll ship you whatever. You can buy all the parts separately, individually, and yeah,
Yeah, they're good people too. I was watching a video. I think it was BBI did an interview with him, but the owner was talking about a guy called him and was asking about parts, and he had just put the antenna that he bought. He bought it one week. He put it together that weekend, and it fell and destroyed it. And Mako boxed up a new one and sent it to him.
Wow, right on, eh? Yeah, you get customer service like that. Yeah, it just goes to show you why people love them, right?
Yeah, Roger. And other than the, I don't know if you know about the actual per se specs of the antenna. Now, as far as the V5000 and the V58, a V58 will handle 1500 watts and the V5000 will handle 5000 watts. Yeah, I would probably never ever own another amp that will do 1500 watts. If I do, I doubt I will ever run 1500 watts. My Stereo 4-element beam is only rated for 1000 watts. So, I would like to get something somewhere around 700-800, and I think that'll do anything I'll ever need it to do. That will probably out-talk the ears of anything, unless I got a vertical up there for ears and I'm transmitting off of a beam. That's the only thing I could ever see that I'd be able to hear what I could get to.
Yeah, Roger on that. Yeah. Well, I was running more power here for a while. I had that. I bought a hopper built amp from the hopper there down in what state is he in? Anyway, I ordered it right from the States there, and he shipped it up to me. And it's 4 bill 2879, and it would do 600 comfortably. And it was fine, but I don't know. I found some other issues with my setup, and the more power you're running, the more issues you're going to run into. So now I'm just running this 350, and I'm doing a couple hundred, maybe it might be 250, something like that, peak, and I find that's really all I need. So.
Yeah, exactly. This thing, as we're talking, I'm hitting 150 every now and then, but for the most part, it's hanging around 125. Every now and then, if I whistle, I can get 175, but for the most part, it hardly ever goes over 125. Now, that's average. That's not peak. That's on a Heathkit HM 102 meter, so, that's not getting pep. So that's probably, probably swinging 225 something pep.
Yeah, Roger. Well, when I say 250, I'm on a dozy feel-good meter. Yeah, I don't know what it actually is, but this thing should do 250 easily. The Texas Star 350. So I got a Texas Star 500 here too, but you know what? I don't feel the need to run it anymore. So the little beam works wonders.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, that 350, it'll swing 380, 400, no problems at all. Probably you might get a few watts over 400, but they'll produce 380 to 400, no questions asked.
Yeah, Roger on that. Yeah. Anyway, I just run it pretty cool, and it should last a long time. Right, if I'm just running it easy and not trying to get the max out of it. So anyway, that's what we're doing here, and I kind of messed around with this past winter. Did a bit of work in the radio room here, and I don't know, radios seem to keep following me home.
too. Yeah, you're getting quite the collection there, you really are. But yeah, I agree with you. Ain't no need to run it any harder than you need to, and that's just like this thing. I don't know if you ever go out there and look it up, Texas Star MC250. You'll see some crazy stuff that they claim to do to them. I forget who it was, one of the amp builders was selling one for one of his customers, and said that his customer said he did everything he couldn't blow it up, and supposedly rammed 19 volts into it and about 50 watts and produced about 400 to 600 watts out of this thing. And shoot, I don't see that it could live through all that.
Yeah, it might live, but probably wouldn't live a long life, that's for sure.
Yeah, Roger. Which he did say, I would never recommend doing this to anything. But hey, look, it took it. Yeah, I enjoy, watching some of those videos, some of those torture tests on different amps and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of cool to see what they'll take. Yeah, Roger. Well, I hate to do it, but I guess I ought to get my butt off of here. I got to go in here and take my shower. I was out there and started out pressure washing, then I had to put pressure washer up, and then my daughter wanted me to take the scratching pad down for the cats from one place and put it in another place, and the darn stainless steel bolt decided screw decided it wasn't going to come out of the wood, so I ended up beating one hammer underneath with another hammer to get it where I could pull it out. And, it's just been a mess, and like I said, I came out here just to put tools up, and I looked over and saw the radio and said, well, is there anything on?
Well, I'm glad you did. I'm glad I heard you. I'm glad we could have a QSO again. I miss talking to you there, so good hearing you again, and you're sounding great as always. And we'll let you go then. And are you having getting some hot weather there now?
Oh man, we had 93 degrees here today. Let me see. I'll tell you what we got right now. Hot, yes, definitely hot. Of course, it's not going to doesn't want to give me the weather right now. Got 79 degrees right now. Let's see. Real feel is 87 degrees. I'm trying to find out what the humidity is. It's not giving me the humidity right now. But yeah, humidity usually goes up when the sun goes down, so we're probably up to about 80% humidity right now.
Oh, Roger on that, yeah. Yeah, that's hot. Especially compared to what we got right now. But we're warming up, but it takes a while here in Canada, in the spring. So anyway, all right, we'll say 7-3 there, Steve, and we'll catch you again soon, I hope.
Yeah, no doubt. I hope we do. Definitely always enjoy talking with you, and looking forward to the next time, of course. Well, UDX 520, how about that? Used to be that Romeo Charlie. I guess Romeo Golf. I guess you still have that, right?
Yeah, I still got the Romeo Charlie 520, Romeo Golf 520. World Radio 520, the UDX 520, 9 Oscar Charlie 520. Oh man.
Yeah, Roger on that. Yeah,